which is tied to the American dream will eventually lead us to that which we refer to as the Wall Street crash. Because one, the people that are going to go borrow money, they are borrowing it with the intention of making more money, right? That's the only thing they are thinking of and go about. So when they see such lights, their main thinking is tied to this very point. Things are going to start here and go. They do not consider the very fact that some things need to go from up, they also can. Why? It's part of that American dream inspiration that they have. That at this point anyone is making money, so America is never going to lose out. Everything in America is looking sharp, it is looking up, it is on an upward mobility if we are mainly to talk of the trajectory. Everything is on an upward mobility. Businesses are being opened. Technology is being introduced. Many things are happening well in this country, and they are neglecting the very fact that by introducing technology, some people are slowly being replaced. And one small thing will eventually culminate to be one of the greatest problems that they are therefore going to face at a later stage. So these are the key concepts that we therefore need to be familiar with now that we are dealing with this very content. Number one, we need to be familiar with the very term that is known as the Wall Street crash. And you also need to be familiar with that which is referred to as buying on a margin. You need to be familiar with what we refer to as speculation, Great Depression, and tariffs. Why am I mainly looking at these? It's because this is one of the key fundamental terms, or these are one of the key fundamental terms that we are going to be talking off and on about throughout this topic. These slides I'm going to send them. Right? So in this sense, when it comes to that which we are referring to as the Wall Street crash, we need to understand what is Wall Street even before the crash. When you speak of Wall Street, it's where you are talking of a location in New York, we are talking about a place that is in New York. Wall Street is a street. That's what it says. It's a location, right? What is situated in this place is what we refer to as the New York Stock Exchange. Which means that which you are seeing here as lines is that which is mainly seen in the New York Stock Exchange. All companies that are registered in the New York Stock Exchange, they are enlisted there. I think you can see this even when they are showing the news. From time to time, for people that watch in now, there's that part there at the very bottom that keeps passing that tells you about gold, oil, this, what. Or when they are therefore doing base currencies, currency affairs, where they are giving us USA to dollar to Iran, pound to Iran. That's mainly wherein we are talking about such things. And a whole lot of people in this American system, they were influenced to start using that which we refer to as credit spending. And at this point, we are not therefore going to talk about it as credit spending. Now we are going to talk about that which is referred to as buying on a. A whole lot of people expect that they are going to buy when things are cheap. And they are therefore going to sell when they are expensive. That's how you make a profit in the market. Which means if I buy it now, a prime example would be Umakanya. Say Makanya is a company and it is enlisted in the New York Stock Exchange, right? And it is Makanya Pty Ltd, which means she's selling whatever it is that she's selling. Say for example, she's selling lemons. And we know, not lemons, watermelons. Or food. Spritz food. Lovely food, which I do not sell, by the way. So when it comes to that, which we are mainly talking often about here, it's therefore going to be someone who therefore says, okay, Makanya is a company, it is enlisted. And when it comes to food, a whole lot of people are buying. Say for example, she supplies the school during lunch. We know that by lunch, people are going to buy. And she's selling, say Sam, and it's hot. Will people buy Sam when it's hot?
No.
Or Sam and, you know those foods that those hearty meals we have when it's cold. Say she sells them when it's hot. Are people going to buy?
Yeah.
That means the company will make money, but there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a decline in that which the company will make in terms of money. And when she sells that which is fitting to the weather, because there are many factors, that's why we speak of analyzing the market. You need to look at many things. There are many things that affect the market. It's weather, it's things that Makanya might say personally, say she swears at someone and then you know her that she has a company. A whole lot of people are going to say, nah, this one is rude. The owner of this company is rude. We are no longer investing and we are no longer buying on this company. That means that company is going to lose its value. So these are such things that you mainly need to look at when you speak of analyzing the market. But the Americans, do they care about that? No. The only thing they think, America is making money and everything is fine. All is well. There's no problem that we'll ever face. Tina, we'll start here and we are going to go as high as we can. But the main problem is in supply should be met by, and in demand should be met by. So that's one thing that is therefore going to become a problem eventually. Wherein, when it comes to that which we are going to speak of and all about, it is going to be happening in that which we refer to as the New York Stock Exchange, where the company is enlisted. It says here, the impact of the American dream, aspirations of being wealthy and rich underpin that which we refer to as rugged individualism. And therefore speak of workers in industry was slowly being replaced by machinery. Wages and salaries were not enough for people to maintain the standard of living. Small business owners were finding it difficult to keep their businesses afloat as consumerism dropped. When we speak of consumerism dropping, what exactly are we referring to? Buying. The aspect of buying, right? Because people now no longer have the same access to money as before. And some already have lended money from banks and they can no longer lend some more. And they already have things that are being sold continuously. A prime example that we made is that which was tied to cell phones. That iPhone keep on being released every year. Some people eventually got tired and said, you know what, I'll buy an iPhone once this one dies. Because every year in September they are releasing. You buy a 15 now, after sweating to get that one. They start telling you that, you see when you are still sweating and you are relaxing. And they are now saying, now we are releasing the iPhone 16. Someone will start running again. They are sweating for an iPhone 16 and then they get it again and they start, once they start relaxing, and now we are releasing the iPhone 17 and that person has to start again, we're like, oh God. Now they are running again and they are running towards that which we refer to as iPhone 17 and from there on they start saying, you know what, I'm tired. I'm tired. No, we are cut. And then that basically means that person will say, I'm no longer buying those phones because they already have more than enough. That's what we are mainly referring to when we speak of consumerism dropping. People are going to start realizing that maybe we are not that rich. Yeah, we are just being sold the idea that we are rich, but the fact of the matter is we are not. That's why a whole lot of them are going to run. And a whole lot of people are going to resort to overusing credit to buy goods and also borrow money from banks because they are trying to sustain when it's very difficult. And then that's where now it is going to take us to the immediate causes of what we refer to as the Wall Street crash. But due to time, I'd like to think and assume this is where we are going to leave it, and we are therefore going to continue from then in the afternoon. Thank you.